This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. Kentucky mornings start right here on WKYT, including beautiful ones like today. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Michelle Chamberlain. It's Tuesday, May 24th.
And now 6:30, crews recover a man's body from a southern Kentucky lake after he drowned in front of his young family.
We're tracking a crime alert in Lexington after a second break-in at a local business.
And a winter with no snow days? Fayette County schools consider joining a growing list of Kentucky districts opting for non-traditional instruction days.
Things look awesome outside early this morning. We're there in the 40s and 50s. A bit of a chilly start in some spots, especially down toward Pulaski County and Laurel County. We're there in the mid to upper 40s. By the afternoon, absolutely fantastic. 82 degrees. The moisture increases the next few days, which typically means rain chances increase. And I'll show you that in your forecast coming up.
And we began this half hour with the latest on a tragic story. Only WKYT News was there as crews recovered a young man's body from a southern Kentucky lake.
The man drowned not far from the spillway of Laurel Lake in Whitley County. WKYT's Mark Barber is at our live desk this morning with details. Mark?
Good morning, Michelle. The man who drowned was 21 years old. He was visiting the lake with his wife and his young child. The coroner has not released his name yet. The man was swimming with a friend near Laurel Lake's spillway around 8 last night when he went under. His friend tried to pull him back up, but he was not able to save him. As crews searched for his body, a Louisiana dive team was not far off, and they jumped in to help. Their crew is from the Gulf Coast, but year after year, they truck more than 600 miles to search Laurel Lake for Clarence Jones, a boater who went missing during a storm nearly 4 years ago. While they have not been able to bring his body home yet, last night they used sonar and an underwater vehicle to find the 21-year-old who drowned.
We knew where he went down in general location, and with the ROV, we had a light and camera, and probably 15 minutes after we put it in, we were able to locate him. That don't happen all the time, but this time we were lucky.
The emergency management director says the sad takeaway from this is the 21-year-old was not wearing a life vest. With crowds of people expected on the lake this Memorial Day weekend, he says this is a tough but necessary reminder that life jackets save lives. From the live desk, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, Mark, thank you very much. We'll pass along the young man's name as soon as we learn it. And new on WKYT this morning for the second time this week, police are investigating a break-in at the same Lexington business. Police say someone used a rock and smashed right through the front door of Ken Towery off Leestown Road this morning. They say it looks like the crook didn't get away with anything this time. Police say it is similar to a break-in yesterday morning at Ken Towery on Todd's Road.
Survivors of a Texas crash that killed 4 members of a Lexington family are improving this morning. Israel Avalar and his 3 sons, Kevin, Daniel, and Matthew, died in the weekend crash. His wife, Hilda, his daughter, Kimberly, and another family member survived. 21-year-old Bibian Avalar was not with her family at the time, but she's now in Texas and was recently able to see her mother for the first time since that crash.
She recognized me and knew that I was there, and she's just in a lot of pain, I think, right now, and, a lot of medications that they've had her on, and she's trying to take everything in, I think.
Now, Bibian also says Kimberly is doing better, and they plan to take her off a ventilator soon. She says friends at their church in Lexington are helping them get through this difficult time. Many of them have gone to Texas to support her little sister and her mother while they're in the hospital. State police are investigating a deadly crash in Lincoln County. It happened Saturday morning on Highway 39 South near Crab Orchard. Police say 28-year-old Derek Smith lost control of his SUV and hit a tree. They say his passenger, 33-year-old Lindsay Moore of Lancaster, died at the scene. Police say Smith was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
A Morehead State University police officer is in critical condition this morning after a motorcycle crash. MSU says 35-year-old Sergeant Anthony Dalton was on his way home from work after his shift when he crashed on University Boulevard in Morehead. Police say he was wearing a helmet, but he still suffered serious head injuries. He has been airlifted to UK Hospital. A coal company executive has been found murdered in West Virginia at a cemetery there. West Virginia State Police say they tracked Bennett Hatfield's phone to the cemetery where they found his body. They say his death is considered a homicide. The Mingo County Sheriff says Hatfield's girlfriend reported him missing after he did not return home over the weekend. Hatfield was International Coal Group's CEO when a 2006 explosion in northern West Virginia killed 12 miners. And he was named to the coal's Board of Producers Foresight Energy last June.
New this morning, the wife of a man arrested after a deadly stabbing in Floyd County says he was only trying to protect himself. Police charged Trenton Ward with evidence tampering. They say he stabbed his brother, 53-year-old Timmy Ward, at a home in the Martin community. Timmy Ward later died. Police say after the stabbing, Trenton Ward threw his clothes in a creek. His wife says this was self-defense, but other family members disagree. Police have not commented on the claim. Fayette County could be the next Kentucky school district to do away with snow days.
Yeah, sort of, right?
Well, yeah, and kids don't like to hear that, do they?
You still have to study at home. The school board is now considering adopting a program that is already in use by dozens of districts across Kentucky. WKYT's Mike Byer is live now to explain the possible changes ahead. Morning, Mike.
Good morning, Bill. Get this. If it wasn't for several snow days from this past winter, students and faculty from Fayette County Public Schools would be on summer break right now. Well, the school board is now trying to change that by taking some action last night. And last night, the school board voted to apply for the future implementation of non-traditional instruction days, or NTI. NTI would be used on days where classes are canceled for inclement weather or emergency, and students would learn from home for up to 10 days. More than 40 Kentucky school districts participated in this program this past school year, including in Jessamine, Madison, and Woodford counties. Now, school board members say they still want to explore this way of learning because several questions come along with NTI, like how will teachers monitor student participation, and they say they have to consider the fact that not all students have access to the internet at home. Some people we spoke with say they're on the fence with this program as well.
Now, my kids, which I guess I have to compliment, but they're very good about making sure their kids do their projects, do the things they need to do. I think that some kids do not have that support at home, and maybe it would be hard for them to make it up and not have the support of the teachers to help them.
Now, the motion to approve the application submission was approved. The program wouldn't kick in until the 2017-2018 school year at the earliest. Live in Lexington, Mike Byer, WKYT.
All right, we'll see how it goes. A lot of you are talking about this story this morning over at Frankfort. The Kentucky State University is going to have very little time to find a new president. Raymond Burse announcing yesterday he is resigning effective Friday. In a statement, Burse said further demands and challenges at KSU must be undertaken by new leadership. Burse took over at KSU 2 years ago as the school faced significant financial challenges.
Just in time for summer, a Jessamine County theater has a new policy for children. The Movie Tavern in Brannon Crossing says anyone 16 or younger can now watch a movie without an adult guardian. 4 shows starting before 5:30. Now, film ratings and guidelines will still be enforced. They say children under the age of 12 are eligible for child ticket pricing.
A new restaurant at Fayette Mall is now open. The Oak Springs Grill opened yesterday. It's where Abuelo's Mexican restaurant was until it closed in February. The same parent company owns both restaurants. Oak Springs Grill serves burgers and steaks and ribs. And, you know, makes you hungry to talk about this.
Yeah, we're not allowed to talk about food like that this early.
Right. 6:39 on WKYT here on your Tuesday morning.
Let's see how traffic's moving along out there. Here's Officer Don with a look at live drive traffic this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. We do have an injury, that's actually a non-injury crash on the exit ramp from the inner loop of the circle to Leestown. It's at the bottom of the ramp. 2 cars involved. They're going to try to keep it to the right, so we've got room to get past that, just to make you aware if that's part of your route this morning. Overall look at Lexington traffic flow this morning. A little red coming in from Nicholasville, US 27, approaching Brannon Crossing in that area, already slowing down this morning. Man-o-War looks okay past that point. Drive times, nothing major from Nicholasville, still 12 minutes. Versailles 11, and Frankfort about 25. Now back to you in the studio.
All right, Don, thank you so much. Remember, you can get the latest traffic and weather info anytime with the WKYT Weather Plus Traffic app. You can download that for free in the app or Google Play stores. Hey, it's so good to have you along with us. Much more news coming up on WKYT on your Tuesday.
She's the stay-at-home mom who has taken the internet by storm with her infectious laugh. Find out why this Chewbacca mask mom says she began taping these videos anyway.
Look at that's a pretty cool video right there. Something that is actually pretty cool too with video-wise. I got some kids from Lexington from yesterday to school. I'm going to show you that, and also, speaking of kids, getting them and the family out to the pools and lakes this weekend. I'm going to show you exactly when I expect that rain to move in coming up.
Look forward to that video. Should be fun. And what a beautiful start to the day it is here in Lexington, KY on May 24th. Going to be an awesome day ahead. And we're so glad you're starting it with us on WKYT this morning.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Now, boring weather this time of year is okay with me, especially the past month we've been going through. It's been extremely active. You get one day that's really nice, and then what? You throw in about 4 or 5 more days consecutively of rainy conditions. It hasn't been that way the past couple of days. Past couple of days have been really nice. We've been in the 70s, a lot of sunshine. The look will be the same today, so you have no problems whatsoever, kids going off to the bus stop, them coming home. No issues whatsoever. But the feel will be a little bit different. We get into the afternoon. We're starting off 40s and 50s this morning. A lot of sunny skies the rest of the day. 82 degrees later on this afternoon. But this 82 will feel a little bit different than the 82 tomorrow. And the reason being, you'll start to feel that moisture creep on in tomorrow. And that will give us that rain chance, a daily threat at rain each and every single day starting tomorrow all the way through your weekend. It's pretty straightforward forecast. That's what you're going to get. 30 to 40% chances of rain. They're not widespread, and most of us will stay dry. And then we look towards your weekend forecast. This is what a lot of people want to know about. Friday, we're at 40% chance of rain. Then we hit Saturday, Sunday, we're at 30% chance of rain. So we actually drop it just a bit. Only small chances here and there for the weekend. Head out to the lakes. The lakes will be jam-packed. Just remember those life vests. We had to run a story this morning about that, so just keep that in mind. Heading out to the lakes. Feeling like July, too. This is going to be perfect lake weather. Well, lakes will be packed. Some pools are opening up this weekend. Some are still off toward June 3rd, but yeah, it's going to be a really nice weekend there to get the kids out and about. Speaking of kiddos, check this out. This is from Lexington Christian Academy yesterday out on Reynolds Road. Really, really awesome school. Great kids, too. This is 1st and 2nd grade from LCA. And you can see, boy, they were going crazy. Now, this is the only time they were going crazy. They were actually a lot of fun, man. I had a blast over there yesterday as we talked about how not only tornadoes and hurricanes, but also heat. Heat's number one when it takes more people's lives each and every year. Then we talked about some flooding conditions. We've had multiple stories of that. Heat and flooding will start to ramp up as we get toward the summer. Look at them go on, man. They're too funny. Look at them. They were too excited. Let me tell you that. And there was about roughly 100 kids out there yesterday. Had a blast with them as they were getting ready to go home. So they were perfect little angels for me, all you parents watching. Awesome, awesome kids and awesome teachers, too. Let's check out your 7-day forecast and what you can expect. We get through the day today at 82 degrees, mostly sunny skies. Wednesday through Monday, guys, which is that holiday weekend off towards your holiday. 30 to 40% chances of rain. I really just wish we didn't have icons sometimes, that we didn't have to put them up, because it looks like it's a lot of rain coming our way, but it's not. I want you to pay attention to the percentages. 30, 40%, that's it. But some of these thunderstorms, they'll have heavy rain with them because there will be a lot of moisture. It'll be very muggy the next several days.
I bet you got a lot of entertaining questions from those kiddos.
A lot of entertaining questions. They were hilarious. You always do when you go to school. But they were awesome kids, great kids.
Yeah, like you had a lot of fun.
Oh, we had a blast.
Micah.
We had a blast.
All right. Thank you very much. 6:46 and good weather ahead, it looks like.
Yeah, the Star Wars fan who has taken the internet by storm got a special surprise courtesy of James Corden and The Late Late Show.
I was watching my friend. I can't talk. Hold on. I need to process.
She's funny.
Yeah, Candace Payne got to meet Star Wars director J.J. Abrams. Payne became an internet sensation after she posted a video on Facebook showing her priceless reaction to her new Chewbacca mask. It was last week, the big rage, right? In addition to meeting Abrams, Payne also got a special message from Peter Mayhew, who plays Chewbacca. He invited Candace and her family to attend a Star Wars fan expo so they can meet in person. Her video, by the way, got more than 140 million views in just 3 days.
Good for her. And you know what, Shelby, our producer, this is when we have a Chewbacca mask to put on.
Oh,
before we go to commercial break.
you wanted to do that, huh?
Yeah, I was like, I don't think I'd do that. I think Micah would do it with me.
Well, let's
It'd
just
be
say
funny.
Candace did it very well. All
Sure,
right?
she did.
Yeah. Coming up on 6:48, rolling towards 7 o'clock, early on your Tuesday on WKYT.
We'll be right back.
Coming up, new evidence of an explosion on board the Egypt Air flight. Plus, Donald Trump's campaign manager joins us in Studio 57. And will a shakeup at the TSA help reduce long lines? More real news coming up on CBS This Morning, next.
Welcome back to WKYT This Morning. Thanks so much for tuning in. Your time is 6:51. Breaking news this morning, a senior Egyptian forensic official says based on recovered body parts, it appears that an explosion ripped apart Egypt Air Flight 804.
The official is part of the Egyptian investigative team and has personally examined the remains. He says all 80 pieces of human remains brought to Cairo so far are small. The Paris to Cairo flight crashed into the sea last week, killing all 66 people on board. CBS This Morning will have the latest on the investigation and these new developments coming up at 7.
A young father has drowned at a southern Kentucky lake. It happened last night not far from the spillway of Laurel Lake in Whitley County. Whitley County's emergency management director says the 21-year-old was at the spillway with his wife and their young child. He says the man had a friend walked around the cove and then tried to swim back when the young man drowned. The victim's name has not been released.
Fayette County could be the next Kentucky school district to do away with snow days. The school board is considering adopting a non-traditional instruction program. More than 40 school districts in Kentucky are already using it. With NIT days, as they're known, when school is canceled for bad weather, students still learn from home. Some parents say they have concerns.
I'm very strong in believing that they need to have structure, they need to have someone help them. And I've just seen too many situations where kids at home don't have anybody to help them and they just do it any way they want to, so they get it turned in.
Last night, the Fayette County School Board approved a motion to apply for the Kentucky Department of Education's non-traditional instructional program. The board said the program would not start in Fayette County until the 2017-2018 school year at the earliest. Donald Trump is poised to pick up more delegates in Washington State's GOP primary being held today. Yesterday, Trump's likely Democratic opponent Hillary Clinton blasted the presumptive GOP nominee, claiming Trump would bankrupt America if he became president. Clinton's rival Bernie Sanders attacked her for refusing to debate him ahead of California's primary next month. Bernie Sanders calling the decision insulting. Bill Cosby faces a preliminary hearing today in his sexual assault case. Back in December, Cosby was arrested and charged with drugging and assaulting a former Temple University employee at his home back in 2004. Cosby maintains the sex was consensual.
Some muscle cars aren't very strong when it comes to protecting you in a crash. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety did several crash tests on different muscle cars. The Dodge Challenger performed the worst, getting low ratings for roof strength and seat and headrest strength. It also didn't perform well in the simulation where the car hit the pole at 40 miles per hour. The 2016 Ford Mustang didn't perform well on that test either, but earned the highest rating on the 4 other tests. Forget goldfish. The newest trend to brighten up fish tanks is glowfish. And the genetically modified fluorescent fish put on quite a show. Take a look. Coming in all sorts of vibrant colors, the fish are certainly eye-catching. The glowfish were originally created to detect pollutants in the water. Now, unless a toxin was introduced to the water, the fish looked normal. But if the water was polluted, the color would pop up. Now, the fish have been modified to light up pet owners' fish tanks and captivate people of all ages.
That he would do. That's pretty interesting. It looks like fun, certainly. Our time this morning is 6:54 on WKYT, and WKYT.com is your first stop throughout the day for all the latest news. We continue to gather information about the drowning at Laurel Lake. A young 21-year-old father went under near the spillway in Whitley County. Now, we'll pass along his name as soon as it's released to us this morning. Another story getting a lot of attention is the fact that Lexington is now on the hunt for somewhere new to launch the 4th of July fireworks. The R.J. Corman Company doesn't want its property used anymore, so there's a real scramble there ahead of the big holiday coming up. Also trending, a Kentucky woman says she was pricked by a needle after shopping for some pants at Walmart. She says she pushed down on the pants and was poked by the needle. She's having to undergo some medical tests right now. We have uploaded our WKYT investigation of vacant commercial buildings, and the the impact that can have on entire neighborhoods or parts of town. We look at some large vacant locations around Lexington, and of course those eyesores a problem in many of our communities. It's expected to be a busy weekend for travel. Memorial Day, of course, coming up, and gasoline prices are climbing some. The average price of gas has jumped by a nickel over the last 2 weeks, now at $2.32 a gallon on average. Coach Cal talks about thinkers and leaders, and he includes his mom as he handles that topic. Kentucky.com has that story this morning. Also a question, what is next for KSU after President Raymond Burse has resigned effective Friday? KSU, Morehead State, and Western all now looking to replace retiring presidents. And CBS This Morning is on the way at 7 with your eye opener. There they are getting ready to go at the CBS Broadcast Center. They'll have the latest from around the world, and we'll have local updates. Join us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter or Instagram, and for the latest anytime, WKYT.com.
Yeah, it's a good looking start to the day. No fog issues whatsoever unless you're down in the valley regions. Other than that, it's a lot of sunshine once again. As we travel off towards your afternoon, we'll go from the 40s and 50s this morning, but we'll hit the 80s later on today. Low 80s, that summer feel in the forecast temperature-wise, and we'll have those muggy conditions too with daily rain threats after this.
And congratulations to Bill for celebrating a work anniversary.
Absolutely.
32 years?
33 years, right?
Well,
Which one is
I'm
it?
now in my 33rd year.
That's right.
So
How
impressive.
cool is that? Yeah, this
Here at
past weekend.
WKYT.
Good
What
job
about
for
that,
you.
huh? All right,
Here's to many more.
nobody's more up to date than you. Thank you for being with us on WKYT.